Hi everybody and welcome back to Let's Play Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic 2. I'll be honest with you, I did not manage to come up with a plan, apart from try and avoid the mines. No, don't do that, don't do that. Have I got some clear air? Yeah. What are you doing? Just chuck some lightning out there.
My lightning.
Well, that went a lot better than I thought it was going to. Excellent, so you can disable those now.
This looks to be a control center of some sort.
I suggest you surrender. Your chances for escaping this vessel are near zero, and your chances of survival are rapidly approaching that number. Your ship and your lives are mine. The only question is how much resources you want me to expend in subduing you.
All of them. I'll take all of the exchange's resources. That'll be fun. Now let's see if we can overload it. That'll be better, I guess. So let's see if I go out here now, if they've all blown up.
The honor is mine.
Oh, well that was pretty fucking underwhelming. Okay, so that will now blow up if any computers go over it, presumably.
What is it?
What a piece of crap.
The honor is
Unless
mine.
I've just completely missed the point, that is crap.
I have succeeded.
Okay, I should have gone for overload then, should I? Did that work? I don't know.
I will silence this one.
Let me target one! Fucking hell! Oh, he's immune. Not immune enough. No, Cray, you retard. Well, we seem to get away with that. And I'd obviously misunderstood overload and shutdown. Or at least overload. Right, this is probably not what you would do in real life. Let's see if I can just run through these mines.
is mine.
Nearly.
Yes.
How may I serve? I shall try. I have succeeded.
Oh, I kind of hoped
I
that
shall
we'd
try.
find
I
something
have
here.
failed. I shall try. I have succeeded.
Okay, so does that mean I can... the computer programs don't seem particularly useful, do they? Actually. But what I'm going to try and do is overload them. No, yeah. I don't know what I want to do. Oh, turret defense. Shut down. No, that's not what I want. Okay. Let's just go for shutdown then. All organics on board, friendly. Is that what we want? Yeah, let's leave those disabled. So containment cells are disabled. Minefield is on overload. Turret defense still attacks me, but it can attack the computers as well. And the droids are shut down. So I think that's a good setup. Well, I'm not 100% sure where I can go. Oh, containment cells must be these bits, so I didn't have to stick my lightsaber through them in the end. And the audience chamber as well I haven't been, because the corridor's defended. Or was defended, hopefully it's clear now.
Yes.
How may I serve?
Well, we better hope that
I shall
they're
try. I have
deactivated,
succeeded.
because Krea's nowhere to be seen. Oh, for fuck's sake! Oh no, that's right, because they attack friendlies and hostiles, so they must have killed the robots that were in here. So it does work.
Yes.
I thought she was good at repair. Oh, maybe it's because of this? But yeah, she is good at repair, I was right.
My life is yours.
I hear you.
She's good at computer use as well. Oh well.
My life is yours.
So I don't think we managed to get rid of his cloaking, but we did get rid of the, or did we? Hopefully, we'll allow the hatches to open. We came in from the north hatch. Oh, for goodness sake. Right, who's got speed? Oh, this isn't the bridge. How did I miss that the first time round? Okay, but I think we switched everything to second. Yeah, we did. So that's good. So I think we've disabled everything.
Visitors. I don't know how many more of these pests I can disintegrate. What remains of the bounty hunters have found me. Now it is time to cue the detonation sequence.
No, let's not do that. Oh, what a good callback. Okay, well I guess all we've got left to do is flee then.
I shall try. I have succeeded.
Yes.
My life for yours.
Whoops, I didn't mean to do that. I think I just run into a mine because I'm a retard. And I don't know what they're doing. Right, let's make sure they at least all go left. Even if I can't fucking target anything. No, let me target the thing. I don't want to target the mines. Oh, fuck off. Right, screw that. No, you fucking retards!
Yeah.
Oh, you fucking piece of stupid people. I didn't run into the mine. I just switched to him and he was running into 2 mines. Okay, so... oh, no, I'm stuck on the fucking mine again. No, what the fuck are you doing? What the fuck? Fucking hell. And anyway, the mine should target these guys as well. They shouldn't just target me. Right, well, I'm just going to run through it while I'm on health. There's these shit for brains. Yeah, he should do. Oh, well, he'd gone up in my estimation by killing those 2, but he's immediately gone down again. I swear down I saw some shimmering cloaking devices.
A weakness is revealed.
Where's Craig got to?
I can't believe we just blew up Goto's yacht. That's gonna destabilize crime throughout this whole sector.
Yeah, well, you'll understand if I hold back the tears.
You don't understand. Crime in the YouTube system, it's like the economy. Plus the power vacuum. Even if Voga gets up and running again, the system is gonna be feeling the effects for years to come.
Yeah, well, at least we didn't find that Jedi Master with the weird name. Zez, Kai, whatever it is.
Zez Kyle? Well, that's not true. I already found him. Actually, he found me first. He hired me to watch out for you, keep Goto off your back until he could meet with you. We'll need to head back to Nar Shaddaa, to that safe house off the docks. I said I'd meet up with him there if we ran into any trouble. What do you want now?
If you thought to escape my notice so easily, you would be wrong. As a token of my goodwill, I present to you a gift, this droid. It will serve you well on your journey.
Looks pretty evil to me.
As I indicated, this unit will remain with you and guard you. It will also serve as an effective voice for my orders during your journey. I cannot harm you. You are the key to saving the Republic. Pray that you do not prove yourself otherwise.
Oh no, now Goto's got bugs on my ship. I can't see a good reason for keeping it. I don't want your
It
help.
was not a request. Any attempt to interfere with my duties would be unfortunate. As much as I need you, you will find you will need me as well, and this droid will prove useful on your journey.
So, you have returned from exile. Kavar thought you might, if only to wander your old battlegrounds. But I did not think you would come to Nar Shaddaa. Still, you were always a difficult one to read, both when you were tied to the Force, and even more when it was lost to you. I do not know. It was a sense he had, and he had served in war as you had. Perhaps he thought he understood you, or maybe he simply hoped he did. He felt you were the key to understanding the threat we face. The others were not so certain, but so many of them are gone now, as you no doubt know. He sensed some connection between you and many of the worlds touched by war. He thought by traveling to such places, he could achieve understanding. No doubt. I think the answers will provide us both with some measure of peace. I have kept secrets for far too long. They have scattered, but there is purpose in their movements. It is both to hunt and draw out our enemies. Somehow, we, are being targeted through the Force, and when Jedi gather, we are vulnerable. So we have chosen places where it is difficult to sense others through the Force, whether on planets dense with life, or touched by war. In such places, we may conceal ourselves, gather information, without presenting ourselves as targets. It was part of Kavar's plan. Yes, he felt if our enemy cannot detect us, then perhaps they would believe themselves victorious and show themselves. And we knew that the war would be lost if we continued to act as we had. I do not know where they wander now. There are few of us, though. Too few. And I have not heard from them in some time. Atris, but I had thought she had gone to KOTOR with the others. Yes, she holds the last of the Jedi teachings. It is good she survived. What I can tell you, I will. It is a long story, but there is no harm in you knowing. And someone should know. Only a handful of us remained after the Jedi Civil War, barely 100 in number. Then, even that 100 began to vanish, in places where the Force seemed blind. The only pattern we determined is that when Jedi gathered, they were seen no more. At the last Jedi conclave on the Miraluka world of KOTOR, the entire planet was wiped out, an entire race destroyed, because the Jedi chose to gather there. It was only then that we realized we were facing something far more powerful than we knew how to fight. We could not allow the fact that when we gathered, we placed everything around us at risk. A Jedi's life is sacrifice, but we cannot allow our presence or actions to endanger others. And we cannot fight an enemy that will not reveal itself. But any Jedi, anyone who was strong in the Force, who attempted to track down such a threat, vanished without a trace. I know little about it. I know more of the absence it leaves behind than its face. Whatever this threat was, it was targeting us and everything around us. Yet it was somehow weak enough that it was afraid to confront us openly. If it believed us defeated, then perhaps it would finally show itself. It was a faint hope, but it was the best we had. It was Kavar's plan. He was always the greatest tactician among us, and had seen war more than the rest of us. Very well. We told you it was because you followed Revan to war, but you ask because you are not certain of that answer, nor were we. The day we cast you out, that is the moment I decided to leave the Order, because I do not believe we truly faced the reasons you were exiled, and if we do not examine such truths, then we are already lost. I think it was because we were afraid. It is a difficult thing to live one's life with the Force. To see a vision of what it would be like to be severed from it, it is more frightening than you know.
I think we might have known that. Maybe that's why I took a liking to this man, because he left the Jedi Council afterwards, so he must have disagreed with it. So he can live.
Very well. I had thought perhaps that here upon the Smuggler's Moon, I might find some evidence of the threat we faced. The bounties on Jedi and their disappearance. I did not believe the two were connected, but there was a chance. And the strong currents of life here on Nar Shaddaa make perceiving a Force user difficult. I could use it to cloak my movements and watch without being discovered. No, you are right. That is not the whole truth. It is difficult to detect a Force user on Nar Shaddaa, and I knew it. This threat we face, it leaves wounds in the Force when it strikes. It leaves nothing. To live life without the Force, to vanish and die and leave only an echo, it was terrifying. To be connected to all life around you, then to have it stripped, I can only imagine what it must have been like for you. But even that imagining cannot compare with the truth. But there is more than that. On Nar Shaddaa, one cannot escape what was left from the Jedi Civil War. From the failure of the Masters, from our failure to properly train Jedi, came disaster. And I wondered if perhaps the teachings of the Jedi had been our failing all along. There have been so many failures by teachers who believed in the code with all their being. Master Arca failed Ulic, as Master Boss failed Exar Kun, as Kay and Zar and the others of the Council failed Revan and Malak. For all the acts we do to preserve the galaxy, from such an arrogance that all we do is right and just, I wonder if there is a counter-effect that is created that strikes back at us. Exar Kun, Ulic Keldroma, Malak, Revan, you, all Jedi. There is something wrong in the Force, a wound, a sound that is growing, like a scream. You can hear it echo on Nar Shaddaa. Sometimes when the moon is on orbit, it is a frightening thing to feel, that perhaps being connected to all life is not enlightenment at all, but simply another doom. And I think that maybe, perhaps, to forsake the Force as you did, to cut loose our bonds, may not be the wrong thing to do. You taught me something important in the Council Chamber long ago, Exile, and it has stayed with me all these years. You were right to do what you did. Everything you did.
Oh, it's going to be hard to kill him now. But I think as a good point, the Council didn't fail me. They deliberately took my Force away.
Very well.
Yeah, let's go for that next. Why did you cut me off from the Force?
Is that what you think? We did no such thing. But it is a technique that has been used as punishment in the past, yes. It is a rare sentence, and to my knowledge it has only been done once, at a moment where a Jedi discipline has failed. What caused your loss, I fear, was different. I am not certain I understand it. We did not understand it fully then, and only recently do I feel we may have become enlightened. The other Masters may have more knowledge of this, but I do not, and I do not know if they even live. Does it matter? It seems your power has returned. Perhaps the loss was not a loss at all. Very well. Ah, so the records of your trial were found. Good. Sometimes I think this galaxy would be a better place if there were less Jedi secrets. But I have no answer for you, as much as I would like to give one. We vowed never to speak of it. And although I would not keep promises to Jedi, I keep promises I make to others. And Kavar was a friend. If we were gathered as one, then the promise might be revoked. Until then, I can say nothing.
Oh. It's getting more tempting to kill him again.
Yes, such bonds are a connection that can be formed at moments of crisis, or in the slow understanding that grows between master and apprentice. It is most common between two beings who are sensitive to the Force. It allows the transmission of feelings, of influence. It was something you were gifted with, as I recall, before your fall. You formed such attachments easier than most, even to those who could feel the Force only faintly. Even Vrook could not ignore it, which is saying something. That is most unusual and unnatural. I have never heard of a bond of such strength. There were a few within the Order who knew more than I did of such bonds, but their students were few, lost in the Mandalorian Wars. It was rumored that Revan studied such bonding deeply, both through the Jedi histories and with certain teachers, before he left the Order and went to war. Very well.
There is no way to get back to the root of the menu.
Now I must take up the role I was ready to cast aside. This threat has finally revealed itself, and we Jedi will need to stand together. I did not speak fully of what I have felt. Staying on Nar Shaddaa, it is an exile of sorts, one that I have chosen. I, too, lost a Padawan on Malachor, not to the battle, but to the alternative, to the teachings that Revan brought from the unknown regions. And I was not the only Jedi Master to watch a student turn on them.
Yeah, I think going to war was not the bad decision you're making it out to be. You were a coward, just as you're a coward now.
No, they were not to blame, but many of the Order did so. It was a difficult time, a time of strong emotion. Perhaps the Council, perhaps the Order itself, had grown arrogant in their teachings. It is easy to cast blame, but it is perhaps time the Order accepted responsibility for their teachings and their arrogance, and come to recognize that perhaps we are flawed. Not once did I hear one of the Council claim responsibility for Revan, for Exar Kun, for Ulic, for Malak, or for you. Yet, you were the only one who came back from the wars to face our judgment. And rather than attempting to understand why you did what you did, we punished you instead. Our one chance to see where we had gone wrong, and we cast it aside. And now, that decision has come back to us and may carry with it our destruction. Perhaps there is something wrong in us and our teachings, and though I tried, I could not cause that thought to leave me, so I left the Council. And I was not the only one. That is why many scattered, and why many in the Republic do not trust us, and why we do not trust ourselves. Make no mistake, I am no Jedi. This is the end, you see. After this, there will be nothing. And I think it will be for the best. Do you wish to do battle now? I have nothing more to say.
He's so pathetic, and actually I don't particularly want to kill him. I know we set out wanting to kill everyone on the Jedi Council, but he left the Jedi Council. I'm going to let you live for now.
It provides no comfort at all, for reasons in which I still must keep secret. Suffice to say, redemption was not Revan's choice, and I have never believed those of the Council who attempt to console themselves otherwise for the crime they committed.
Yeah, if you're still keeping things secret, you're just going to make me kill you, but I'm not going to rise to it.
But we have spoken enough, I think. And words, I think, dull us both. Let us speak through the Force, through sparring. This is a long war, I fear, with many battles left to fight. You will need to conserve your strength when using the Force, if you hope to make it through the long road ahead. This form heightens your affinity to the Force, allowing you to gather your strength faster, even in the midst of combat. Perhaps exile has been good to you indeed. It has certainly not dulled your instincts, nor the speed at which you learn. I shall go to Dantooine, to the ruins of the Enclave. If you gather the others, I will meet you there. And thank you, Exile. You're returning. It is good that you are back among us.
Okay, so we've successfully found one and we let him live. But gathering on Dantooine, that sounds like a bad idea. Isn't that what will attract the Sith to come and murder us? Also, I think it skipped some messages out, so let's just double check. No, that was what was meant to happen. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode.